top story. It's official. The U.S. Army Joint Readiness Training Center in Vernon Parish now bears the name of Fort Johnson.
For us to know that it was named after a guardsman who really left his civilian career, went to fight for his nation, and worked and did some remarkable things, I think it's truly a fitting change.
The change coming due to a mandate from the Pentagon to remove Confederate names from military installations like Fort Polk in Vernon Parish. But the new name marks the legacy of a man of valor, Medal of Honor recipient Sergeant William Henry Johnson.
Just a true American hero. To walk through the gates and see his name on the front when you come here is really something special.
Johnson served in the first ever all-black National Guard unit, which later became the 369th Infantry Regiment that deployed to the Western Front during World War I. Late one night, Johnson and his regiment were surprised by German soldiers. While his comrades were incapacitated, Johnson, greatly injured, fought off German troops using all his grenades, his bullets, and eventually his own hands.
For most people, it's that you either fight or flight, and he jumped in full bore into the fight.
Johnson is credited with killing 4 German soldiers and injuring a dozen others, becoming the first hero of the Great War and embodying the warrior spirit of the U.S. Army.
Having somebody that really exemplified the home of heroes, which is our moniker, is just fantastic.
Johnson was not just a hero to the nation, but also to his family. Tara Johnson, the granddaughter of Sergeant Johnson, says she can't think of a more fitting place to bear her grandfather's namesake.
These guys are going to come from all over our country to come here and be trained and learn a little bit about the strong soldier Henry Johnson was.
And General Hawkinson, the chief of the U.S. National Guard, would say the same.
We have so many great American heroes out there, and when you look at what Sergeant Johnson did in World War I, it is something that we all need to recognize and really hold him in our highest regard.
And as we know, so much of Vernon Parish's identity centers around Fort Polk. Many of you may work there or have family that do, and Fort Polk's identity is ingrained in every small business and organization throughout the community. But with this change of name comes a price tag of about $1.3 million to change every sign, banner, and letterhead. And while some have accepted the change, it's an adjustment for others, and community leaders are working together to help get the public on board with a new name and a new identity for Vernon Parish. Christina Lord with the Greater Vernon Chamber of Commerce told us to encourage the entire community to take this opportunity and embrace a fresh start for Vernon Parish.
I posted multiple posts yesterday across several social media pages, not only for the chamber but my personal businesses, just to really encourage my colleagues and fellow citizens in the central Louisiana region to really understand that this is an incredible opportunity for us to rebrand our area, but also again honor this hero.
Work is already underway to begin the process of changing signage with Fort Polk's name on it. Yesterday, the entrances leading into Fort Polk were officially switched over to Fort Johnson.